Ahoy gamers, and welcome to a new attempt as we try and beat Path of Exile 2 as a hardcore solo self-found. In this new attempt, we are trying out the Druid class. It's a really fun class. I'm going in blind, but I'm absolutely loving running around as the bear. A really tanky class, does a good amount of damage. We attempt to make our way all the way through Act 1, where we get halted halfway through. We do struggle in the Vol Ruins, which is this league's mechanic, but they're really fun. And without further ado, we're going to jump straight on in. And ahoy gamers, we are back in Path of Exile 2. I haven't played this for a very hot minute. It's been about 4, 5, maybe even 6 months. Obviously we're going to jump in and we're going to try the Druid. Hopefully today we can make our way through Act 1. Obviously we're going to be playing through as per usual. Solo self-found, hardcore. And we are playing as a, where is Druid? There's a Druid. I've not done any research in the Druid at all. So it's going to be a very much of a blind run. And as per usual, it's going to be called a Rothmer. So no idea what the Druid's all about. I can assume that it's going to be something to do with shape-shifting. That's what normally Druids are all about, and kind of elemental based attacks. But obviously we'll have to jump in and see. When this loads in, I may need a... Obviously, I don't have a loot filter. I've had to do a PC reset, so I've lost everything. So we're going to give this a go. Obviously, I'll jump in and out of this act. It may be the full act, or it may not be the full act. It just depends what I do show and what I don't show. Mainly because I've got a... likely to have a screaming baby while playing this. So depends how much he's screaming, depends on how much you guys will see. And I don't think this is max graphics. It doesn't... Okay, it looks a bit grainy. It could just be me. And okay, I don't have automatic equip on, which is fine. So I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile 1 recently. I haven't played this for almost 6 months now. I think it's been about 6 months. I think I last played with the Huntress when that came out. I do want to ideally come back to streaming this every now and then, or streaming something every now and then, but we'll see how that goes. It's mainly due to work requirements. Right, let's continue making our way through. And obviously my internet, well not obviously, but my internet's a bit finicky at the moment. So I don't know whether I can even stream. But we'll give it a go. Right, let's make our way through here. Grab this last chest. Ooh, talisman. Let's grab that talisman. What's this talisman? Okay, looks like talisman is... Okay, it wants me to put in my second form. Okay, talisman let you shapeshift into powerful wild animal forms. Right now you can select between werewolf and bear. Let's go to bear.
Not man, not beast, but both.
Okay, it's interesting. So my left click is obviously at the moment lightning bolt. And then as I go through, if I press my right click, I then turn it into maul, which is obviously bear form, which is quite interesting. Now I've got a volcano. Nice.
Familiar somehow.
And put volcano on here. This does feel a lot like Diablo 2's Druid, or Diablo's Druid. It's not just Diablo 2 that's done the Druid. See how strong this bear is. I think I want to... I don't know how strong it is, but I like the idea of just going pure animal form, or whatever it's called, whatever this game wants to call it. Okay, so we start hit arm, energy shield, attacks and damage. Okay, so I think it's probably worth getting ourselves some armor and energy shield to start us off. I tend to make the mistake of I either make my character too tanky or not tanky, or too tanky so it can't do any damage, or not tanky enough and I die in one hit, or I die in one mistake. Let's drop the volcano down on him. Okay, the maul does also stagger, which is good. And as long as I dodge his attacks, that's fine. And do a volcano on him, and it'd be good if I had like a charge skill. Okay, I got an achievement item, a smoking pipe. Nice. So, just for clarification, I've never gone that far through the game, so I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to Path of Exile 2. I've never gotten to a point where, well, I've never got to end game. Is it mapping? Yeah, I've never gotten to there. Same as Path of Exile 1, I've never actually gotten to end game on Path of Exile 1. I've gotten to mapping once on Path of Exile 1. So I always play as a hardcore, I always make a mistake. I think I had a Huntress, get all the way up to... Huntress managed to make its way all the way to the final act, I think it was, before mapping. And I drowned. Someone cast a spell on me and I just drowned. So, a bit sad. Right, okay, so this uncut skill gem. So what have we got? So we've got ourselves. So these require talismans. This isn't talisman, that's fine. So this requires werewolf, this requires bear. So this is a charge skill. Shapeshift into bear and slam the ground with great force, causing a pair of shockwaves. Can spend rage to create larger shockwaves. Okay. So we go for ferocious slam. And we want to put this, we want to that there and that there. Awesome. Right. So I'm not sure what's changed with this latest season as well. Or this latest league. Obviously, normally on a Saturday as well, I'd normally do a strategy game. However, I've lost... I've had to reset my PC, so I've lost all my saves. So it's going to take me a week or so to catch up. Right. Let's make our way through here. Right, let's have a look at this charge skill. Okay, it's just a shockwave. Interesting. But I do like the idea of being a bear. And there's my rage down there by the looks of it. Yes, that is my rage, okay. And so there's a few places in Act 1 I do like to farm. Is it M? No, and that M is still Marketplace, okay. So I lost all my key bindings. So also we want make our way to Grailwood first. I like the fact this changes location as well. So I like to farm in the crypts to get to like level 13, 14. I farm the crypts, then I go straight to the final boss because I'm normally strong enough to just go straight to them. And obviously I've got Volcano just in case. Happy. I'm quite happy with this. I do like the idea of being a bear. It is pretty cool. Definitely don't want to be behind that. Oh, yep, okay. They still hurt, even though I'm a big bear. Those curses hit like a truck. So got to be careful of those, as I normally... Oh, I do try and be careful of them. So I need to only really use my slam when I've got max rage. If I don't have max rage, it won't kill the enemies. Okay, what is this? There's a weird road on the floor. Do I follow road? It's probably best if we do follow road. Okay, let's take out this hag. Bit sad I didn't take her out in one hit. Let's go and bonk her again. Bonk. There we go. Got a crude bow. Don't need a crude bow. Yeah, we follow this road. I don't know what's this. Okay. Okay, definitely want to not be hit by that rune. There we go. Investigate the beacon. Okay, open the vault chest. Nice. Got a scepter and I've got a helmet. I'll take the helmet for the time being. Awesome. We can continue following this road. Only because I don't really know what to expect. Should really try and look at some form of patch notes. Or have a look at what's in each of the new leaks. Right, got the Scroll of Wisdom, perfect. Normally I have my inventory open. There we go. We don't want evasion, we want armor and energy shield. So this is the way out. Oh no, this is the way to the mud burrow. Interesting. Right, let's give ourselves even more energy shield, armor and energy shield. So the moment we have no energy shield, that's fine. Down into the mud burrow. Let's see what's down here. Well, I know what's down here. It's going to be the Devourer.
Aye, this reeks of the Devourer's lair.
There we Go. I do like this rage ability, with the rage skills. I grabbed that. It's normally worth a bit of money. One of the werewolf is faster but slightly weaker. As in less malleable but moves a little bit faster. And be good. Once we kill the Devourer and we head back to town, I might have a look at the settings. I like to normally have my health bar above, or health bars above enemies' heads, because I'd like to see how much damage I've done. I think that's. I think you can have it in Path of Exile 1, so I definitely want it back in this. Woodman's Locker. Yes, we'll take that. Let's take some sandals. Thank you for the sandals. I'm not too worried about all of the. I'm only going to pick up any rares for time being. Life regen, max life. Ooh, we don't need that. We can definitely sell it though. Then bonk these wretched rattlers down. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Come on, Devourer, where are you? We will hunt you down, and we will kill you. Stupid larvae. Yes, I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile 1. I'm really enjoying the Keepers League. Really fun league. I like the little events you get, which are really, really fun. Right, let's see what this is all about. There's the nest. Come on, Devourer. Here you are. Definitely put a Volcano. Although Volcano won't do very much damage, it does whatever this is. Oh, it increases the chance for Ignite, which is cool. What's that? Okay. A movement speed debuff. Okay. And he's stunned. Awesome. So I can now maul him down. Yeah, I'm going to look at getting my maul slightly stronger. That's for sure. Okay, keep away from that. Awesome. Ah, annoyingly, I was too far away. That's fine. Slam the floor. Perfect. Get away from that AoE. Go back and start hitting him again. Okay, yeah. So we definitely want to increase our damage as soon as possible. Damage is a bit low, but obviously we can cover that with a bit of gear. Let's try and keep away from that. Awesome. And bonk, bonk, down he goes. Oh, we got a we're dying. We got some chainmail. Armor and evasion. Okay, thanks. I need to turn off these stupid warnings, not warnings, whatever it's called. Game. Oh, where are you? Disable tutorials. There we go. I don't need tutorials. There you go. So I've edited some of my settings now. So I should now have a health bar above my head. Right, let's get ourselves this armor. That's better than what we've got. Perfect. Got some gloves, armor and energy shield. Exactly what we want. Level 5. That's a bit of a shame. Let's just talk to Una. Sell our junk. I disenchant. I don't want disenchant. No, I do disenchant. Awesome. And then I can just ditch this. Perfect. Nope, ditch this. Perfect. And Renly, you'll give us a quest reward. Can't remember what you give us. A support gem. Perfect. We can actually hopefully buy a talisman off him. If we have enough money, that is. Talismans are here. Melee skills 300. Okay, that's quite expensive.
I'll find some use for that.
Obviously, this is our first character on this new league, so we're not going to have anything. I don't know why I put that in there, because I want to look at these support gems. Right, so that's level 2 skill gem. So we want to put that on Furious Slam, sure. And then we've got these. So more, increase more rage, more fire damage, or we've got rapid attacks, high attack speed. High attack speed would be good. Brutality on Furious Slam would be good. And Fist of War. So those are both two very good skills to put on that. Because it makes sense, because I'm not going to be spamming Furious Rage. Or Furious Slam, sorry. So it makes sense to be able to go for that. So I want to go back to Clearfell. And then hopefully we can find there's normally a witch in this place. So hopefully we can find the witch and then find the way to the next map. The witch is hit and miss. It can be quite tough. I have died to the witch a few times. I know, I'm a noob. I know, like, no need to tell me. But it's fun. There it goes. Slightly stronger Pure Slam, and I need to wait for the rage to build up. So it might be worth putting a support gems on the melee, my generic melee. One, to give me more rage, so I can spam Pure Slam a little bit more, and two, to probably increase the attack speed. 15% more attack speed would be quite nice. Won't be a game changer. Okay, the freezing lady, the witch is nearby. You can tell because she starts talking to you. You can see this chat down here, the green text. That's her talking to us. And that is a level as well, so let's give ourselves even more armor, which is good. And here it is, just here on the bottom left. And let's try and quickly take her out. And she's about to get stunned. And there she is. I'm not going to do a slam until all the doggos come over. There we go, because hopefully we can take out all the doggos at once, which we did. Well, most of them at least. And just, there we go. Nice and easy, just like that. Regal Shard, always useful. Grab that. Awesome. And now this gives me energy shield. Doggo, please leave me alone. Thank you. But energy shield. Yeah, we go for this. Do lose a bit of armor, but that's fine. And we'll keep that. We can sell it, I guess. Into Grellwood. This map's quite easy again. Not really much to talk about. But there's obviously a lot to do in this map, actually. There's a mini-boss, and there's a couple of quest requirements in this area as well. And you also start finding these fungal zombies, which are quite cool. Don't really want to be standing in awe of that if I can help it. So this map, we'll probably jump in when we get to Bramblegast? No, it's definitely not called Bramblegast. What's this guy called? Yeah, it's Bramblegast, okay. Yeah, we'll probably jump back in when we get to Bramblegast, because I think that's probably going to be the only issue we're going to have in this map. Not because it's an easy map, it's just, there's not really much going on. So, we're just taking on the witch, and giving us another skill gem, so that's going to go straight into Fist of War, to give us the Ancestral Bond, which is really useful. Apparently only 6 DPS, which is a bit sad. We have found Bramblegast all the way down here, so we're going to go and fight him now. We did level up. I think we leveled up once, so we're making our way to Bastion of the Forest, which would be quite useful to have. Let's jump in here. So this Bramblegast is quite tricky at times. I'd be really careful of his the chaos damage, so he can do a lot of AoE damage. So when he puts his tentacle in his mouth like this, you definitely want to try and keep away from that, because he does a Chaos Orb. Chaos Orb can absolutely wreck you. So here we go. Try and avoid this, because that could also wreck you like that. And I have no... So I have no potions. Oops. Can I do this without any potions? We'll see. It's an easy one to dodge. Go down here and quick destroy his vines, so they're out of the way. Just keep away from all his purple. Dodge through it. There we go, easy. And then do another slam over here. There you go, vines are down. Dodge the purple, awesome. Do need to pop this every 6 seconds. I want to try and pop that slam. Awesome. Didn't even flinch. Right, okay, so we've now got another talisman, which is nice. A nettle talisman, let's see what this is. Increased physical damage. That's not bad at all. Let's go on to there. And obviously we don't have enough room for this staff, which is okay. We do have some junk in our inventory like that. And there is now room for that staff. Level 2 skill gem, level 2 skill gem. So I don't really want anything, to be honest. Let's level up Volcano. Why not? So with that in mind, we obviously have a full inventory, but also can now make our way to the next map, which is, I think, is the Red Vale. So hopefully we can try and take on the Rust King. I think that's his name. I can't remember off the top of my head. We're going to quickly go back to town and sell our items first, of course. Full inventory, so it means we just need to clear it out. And Anya, Una, not Anya. Something in a completely different game there. And anything we don't need, there we go, perfect. And anything else we can just sell to Renly. Just like so. Try and get a bit more money. So with that in mind, you should have some talismans. So, let's, I don't know why I even use this. Let's put that in there. Get rid of you. Perfect. So now, this should be that. And I can now get rid of this. Like, where was I? Oh yeah, I was looking for talismans. For this one, no, not much better. No, that's not any better. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can get some gear. So we want, ideally, a belt. Do you have any money for a belt? No money for a belt. And no, I think I'd say we're okay for gear. Let's see if we've got any. So we want armor and energy shields. Something like this. There's armor and energy shield there as well. No, okay, that's fine. Finn is obviously a gamble merchant, so you can gamble directly with Finn. So let's say we want to take a risk and get a random belt. This tends to be quite a good thing you can do. Annoyingly, it keeps switching back to my talisman. That's fine. Right, so if we wanted, let's say we wanted to try our luck with armor and energy shield. Let's get one of these boots. And that's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. So we'll put you on. Let's say we want to try our luck. Okay, can't try our luck again. So the price of the gamble merchant goes up every time you level up. So I have done a gamble merchant only run as a hardcore solo self-found. It was quite dangerous, quite difficult, and quite dangerous. So I wouldn't recommend it, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Take on some of these undead. So I'll probably show a lot of this area because these undead can be quite tricky at times. And these little obelisks are quite interesting, quite fun. Because when you click them, a load of mobs spawn, which is obviously fun to take out of. Then quick slam, awesome. Then another quick slam, bonk, awesome. Right, drink another potion. And down that guy goes. Ruined girdle, perfect. So there's 3 of them you need to collect throughout this entire map. So yeah, you just need to go around and just collect them all. Kind of like Pokemon. Really bad Pokemon you have to go collect. You can just keep an eye on the minimap, because when you get close, it'll show up with a little icon on the minimap. That's what I normally do. Not sure what's giving me these. Okay, it's my Furious Slam that's giving me these endurance charges. Endurance charges, we'll see if there's a skill later on we can use to be able to use them up. There you go, there's another level. So this gives me increased armor. Armor also applies to elemental damage, faster energy shield recharge, and strength and intelligence. Very nice. I don't normally bother with chests, so if you see me walking past chests or any of those items that can drop other items, I never bother with them. I never have any good luck with them, so I just don't touch them. Unless they're a special chest, which are a different colour. So obviously Path of Exile 2 does a different system of chests, so if a chest could be a different colour. So this would just give you grey loot, or no loot at all, like that one. Perfect. Some other chests can actually give you certain things, certain items. So if it's a blue container, it will normally give you some form of magical item. And down there we go. Superior item was useful. Probably going to keep hold of that superior item until we get the ability to use the crafting system. I think it's crafting or the upgrade / disenchant or salvage system. I forgot what it's called. But I'm quite liking this. I think this is probably my favourite class so far. So I like shape-shifting. I like being some like a naturist. Not a naturist. It makes me sound like I walk around as a nudist at like nudist beaches. I like kind of nature magic, that type of stuff. So this suits me quite nicely. So this run we're going to do as a shapeshifter, a demigod. But the next one we might do that as a pure mage. Because I think the magic could be quite cool. Okay, there's a rare up here. Okay, get out of those mines. And then jump back in. Awesome, he's down. There is a superior there as well. Perfect. What type of hat was that? Armor and evasion. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Max mana and strength. We grab that. Perfect. Right. Another obelisk. Right. Ground pound. Awesome. Okay, there's a socket there. So you ideally want to pick up any items that have sockets or any items that have... if they're superior, because you can use them later on, you can break them down and you get the currency to be able to upgrade your own gear with sockets or with superiority. Which is quite useful, very useful. It's probably what's going to keep us alive, to be quite honest. Especially when you play the game as a hardcore solo self fan, you'd need any form of boon or any buff to keep you going. Like I said, we're obviously going to get all the way through Act 1 today, so it's going to be a slightly longer video, which I do apologise for, but I'm going to try and get at least a Path of Exile 2 video out a week going forward. It's probably going to be on Tuesdays. Don't know what it said there. It said one of 6 or something like that. I didn't actually see what it said. 1 of 6 beacons. Oh, I know they've got beacons around it, so I'm guessing more of these you clear, the beacons around slowly increase. So there's 6 unlit one. No, there's 6 altogether. 3, 6. 2 are lit, 4 are unlit. So I'm guessing as we play this, we'll, more we find, more we light. And when you get to the 6th one, there might be like a mega reward or something like that, or like a mini boss. I don't know. Hopefully we should find out. So I'm guessing the previous map I was just in will have one as well. So we might actually, off camera, I might quickly do a quick search, see if I can find it. But that is, well, this is essentially this map. We'll jump in when we find the boss, when we find the last obelisk. So that didn't take long at all. I had literally moved about 20 meters and I found the obelisk. I was hoping to level up before starting this, but never mind. So when you get to the 3rd one, the Rust King will appear, who is this guy just here. It's quite cool. I want to build up my rage. Okay, we want to try and dodge some of his attacks if we can. And just try and dodge these as well. Nice, we've got him stunned. And then hopefully we can take some of these out. Never realised that lightning actually does a fair bit of damage. Definitely want to be any of those red skills, red attacks, you definitely want to try and dodge or be out of the way for. Because they do a lot of damage. They can do a lot of damage. And down he goes. Just like that, we've got a load of rubbish gear. And I need to quickly clear out my inventory. But we've got a level 3 skill gem, which gives us... So we can shapeshift here into a wyvern, apparently. We've got a werewolf ground slam. Rolling magma is a wyvern, or we've got a shockwave totem. So I'm going to have a look at those in a second.
Wing blast buff its enemies, knocking them back as you propel yourself to a safe distance.
Okay, wing blast could be cool.
Pounce leaps to the target location, damaging enemies where you land.
Okay, so
The enemy you hit is marked with Predator's Mark, making them take more damage and summoning a wolf when they die. You can also socket a different mark to this skill to apply that one instead.
that's quite cool. Pounce could be cool.
Rolling magma spits a ball of lava.
Okay, so I think the wyvern's like a mage, like a which could be cool. Then shockwave totem, no change to shockwave totem. Okay, so I think we'll probably stay as because we get our next bear attack at level 5 skill gem. So we'll just keep a ferocious slam. We'll keep using this.
Can I carry any more?
And we're now in the Grim tank, or as you can see here. So we can try and make our way through. And no real change to my gear. And so I made our way to this area effect. So we're going to try and get to this Harbinger of Disaster. This increases 10% damage, 10% area damage, and critical damage, which is quite nice. I also want to try and grab this. Primal Spirit, so I might make my way up here. Back down to here. Now I also want this. In this cluster here. Because I want this Resilient Soul. And so really I kind of want all of these. So we're probably going to come... Yeah. We'll make it work. There's loads of random skills I want. So I did do a bit of research. Well, by research I actually read my quests. And if you look here on the right hand side, there's Ancient Beacons. There's a quest there. Which is to do with these beacons. So I was correct. So I went back to the previous map. And just to check to see if there was one in that map. There was. So we just have to keep activating these beacons. So we've got 2 more to go. We've got level 3 skill gem. Nice, we'll take that. Obviously we're going to take all the items on the floor here just so we can sell as much as possible. We want to try and get that currency up. As soon as we get some more currency, the better we are. And as long as we don't do anything stupid and get ourselves killed, we should be okay. Famous last words. And I don't like to. I always find a way to get myself killed for some stupid reason. I've got another talisman there. Don't really need it, but fine. I think inventory is almost full, and it is. So here, the only real thing to do in this in the Grim Tangle is to actually just find the Druid and find your way out. So we are just going to make our way straight for the Druid. Let's go this way, please. Thank you very much. And we're going to make our way up. Perfect. Okay, that's a dead end. Awesome. Yeah, we'll jump in when we get to the Druid. But didn't take very long. We found the Druid. And here he is. Relatively easy boss. As long as you dodge his telegraphed attacks, he's normally fine. So the moment he's in a slapping match with me. There is one attack which I'll point out when he does it. You definitely want to try and dodge as much as possible. Okay, he's stunned. Perfect. Try and bonk him as much as possible. And you can normally tank most of his attacks, to be honest. I'll say that as I take a load. This is the one you definitely want to dodge. It does a lot of damage and could probably kill you if you're not aware. I want to try and dodge out of that. That is a teleport. It'll teleport you into the centre. And you want to dodge his rock as well. Right, there we go. Dodge the rock. Awesome. So stun build up is almost there. There we go. He's completely stunned. Let's start using my right click every now and then. There you go. He normally does this attack every time he teleports. Doesn't always, but normally it's roughly about the same time. Just keep dodging. Okay, annoyingly that did hit me. It's fine. I've got enough mana potions for it. And down he goes. Perfect. Got the rewarded a Magnus Tome hip attachment. Awesome. We just got our first rune as well. Thank you for that. Support gem. So we've upgraded this one as much as possible. Maul. So let's give ourselves rage. No, let's give ourselves rapid attacks. You want to make sure this is the right one that's equipped. Okay, it is good. Right. I have got a crude bow there. Don't really care too much about that one. I'm not going to lose any sleep over one item. So now we're heading our way into the whatever this place is called, the cemetery. It's normally behind the boss, but it's not always going to be. We should be heading the right direction. At least I hope we are. So in the cemetery, what I always do is I always find the 2 crypts. Once I find the 2 crypts, I find the crypt with Lady Cinia. I think it's a Cinia. You've got Draven and Asinia, the two crypts. I find the one with Asinia in it, and I always it's whatever one has the Forgotten Riches, which is the essentially a room full of a load of money, and I always just keep on resetting the map, and I keep redoing that map. I think it's the one with Asinia, but we'll find out in a second when we find it. And I'll just reset over and over and over until I get to about level 14 to level 15. That'll make me strong enough to be able to do all of Act 1, and it'll give me enough money to hopefully buy a load of gear. So that's essentially the only reason why I do it, to be perfectly honest, to get the gear, to get the money. And then obviously the levels are also quite nice. Just means I won't obviously be under geared. I should be able to survive the rest of the act. Otherwise I'd normally struggle, to be quite honest. I normally find at least one farming spot in each act. I just stay there for a bit of time. See, I won't do any of that. I won't do all of that on camera. I'll obviously do that off of camera, off the recording. And we're taking a fair bit of damage here, so I just want to keep moving. It's those ghosts that keep firing at us. Like I said, we are just looking for the crypts. Oh, here we go. Here is another one of these beacons. And do just kind of want to keep moving if we can. And we've got a twig circlet. Nice. Okay, we can't afford. I haven't got enough room for that. I've got our first belt though. That's always useful. Yeah, that's just a random item. Where is the belt? Belt's down here. What's it give us? More strength. Charm slot. Okay, we don't have no charms at the moment, but that's very useful. Hopefully we'll find this place in a second. See, our damage is quite nice actually. It's not amazing, but it's quite nice. There is another thing you have in this map as well, which is essentially a burial. So you've got like a, not what the game calls it. It is the ancient ruin, which is essentially two statues next to one another. You can open a chest at the foot of one of the statues, and it'll give you a ring, I believe, or some form of talisman. Can't remember off the top of my head. It'll give you some form of loot. It's nothing special, but it's better than nothing. And just want to find one of these crypts. When I find one crypt, then I will then jump forward. So I'll probably farm this for about an hour or so. Normally takes about an hour, and then I'll obviously jump straight back in. So hopefully we can find that sooner rather than later. Bonk. There you go. Everything drops. Obviously we did level up, which is always useful. Do want to be careful with those guys with the huge huge rods. Guys that are carrying that big concrete block, because they will just drop it and it does a load of damage. Or this one here. So if you're not particularly tanky, just watch out for them swinging it and get out of the way. Right, let's try and take this guy out quickly. Okay, we're frozen. It's this guy over here. Frozen Wraith. There he goes down. Perfect. And we just want to keep moving a little bit here. Okay, now we should be able to just take this guy out. I did see the tomb just in the bottom of the map there. We'll make our way over there now. There we go. 2 smith and hammers. Do I really care much for those? Probably make room for them, to be honest. Doing a bit of Jenga. There we go. There's enough room. Right. Museum of the Praetor, which is Dravens. Once you go inside, let's double check. Is this the one we farm? So if you press U, you can, when it loads. So where are we? There's Praetor. So you've got this one. Forgotten Riches is in this one. So this is the one I farm. So the other map has the Embattled Trove, which is nothing special, but this one has the Forgotten Riches. So I'll farm this for the next hour or so, and we will see you shortly. And here we have, looks like this will be the final ancient beacon. I completely forgot the fact there will probably be these inside the crypts. And here it is. So we should just need taking care of these. Grab that helm, take out this last one here. There we go. All of them are done. Looks like some wall ruins have just opened up underneath. And yeah, let's give this a go. What's the worst that can happen? This is cool. Okay.
This place has gone to ruin.
Forgotten remnants lie in silence. Okay. Let's drop these in there. That can be sold as soon as I can. Right. Use the temple console. Let's see what this is. Okay. So it's guardhouse. So I want to make my way there. Can I? Okay. And I don't know what any of these are doing, to be honest. Then we want to go that way, and let's go for a dynamo. Conscious to have a 15% increase. Okay, I don't know what I just did there, but hey, I'm sure it'll be fine. Run the tempo, I guess. No idea what I just did. And into the Lost Temple. I've no idea what to expect here, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Obviously, the map I just made there is what's going to be here. Don't really care too much about the lore. There's a checkpoint, so if I go left, should be able to go to the guardhouse. And that is a level, thank you very much, game. So we want to get ourselves Harbinger of Disaster. Okay, so we should just be able to bonk our way through this room. He says. There's an alchemy workshop there. It's useful, I guess. If I was able to use it. There's a checkpoint. Room cleared. I can now use this. Upgrades a normal or magical item into a rare item before... Ooh. Normal or magical item. Turn this into one. Increase physical fire. Okay, that's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Okay, that's pretty cool. I can't go that way, so I have to go back out, back in, and kind of make my way around, which is fine. I like this actually. It's quite interesting. You see the floor here is red, which means the enemies are slightly more stronger because of this dynamo. Open the chest. Once again, I don't know why I bother opening chests. Okay, looks like there's another table there of some description. Okay, open, press a lever, press a lever. Okay, let's open the main vault. Awesome. All of the rewards. Nice. An exalted orb. Perfect. That's pretty cool. Right, let's go and check out what's also around here. Looks like it's just a load of money. Wouldn't mind more of those alchemy tables, to be perfectly honest. As a solo cell fan, they're going to be very good. Oh, I can press V to open the map. That's interesting. So obviously, you want to make your way to these two places. The Architect's Chamber is probably a mini boss, and at the very top is the main boss. Go, and hopefully want to aggro everyone, so I can take them all out in one hit. Oh, there's a rare here. I'll try not to get hit by those if I can. And awesome. Right, room complete. Regal workout. Upgrades a magical item into a rare item, adding one modifier. Magical into a rare. Ooh, let's just go for the boots, I guess. Magical into a rare. One modifier. There we go. Some cold resistance. I'll take that. Awesome. So we've got 2 more rooms to go check. Just double check that there's no more. Yeah, there's definitely 2 more rooms. Okay, there's a chest here. So this is what I was saying earlier about the chests being different colours. I only open ones that are not grey or white. Okay, so there should be levers here. There's the levers. And all of the orbs. Nice. We actually might be able to use some of these now. Okay, we'll use them on our ring. And then we can hopefully upgrade some of our gear here. Mana per kill. Awesome. 1 to melee skills is useful. You just gained something, I guess, and you gained increased flask. Nice. Exalted orb. I didn't really, and I'll use you on there as well. Nice. I do. So I'm going to get a lot of hate for using my currencies. I use my currencies quite often because the way I see it is a solo self-found hardcore. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die. I'd rather try and beef myself up as much as possible. So I try and limit the chance of me dying. Those constructs are really cool. They didn't survive very long, but they were really cool. Okay, I guess I have to clear the room out. There you go, temple complete. Awesome. Is there an easy way out of here? Explore temple. Oh, exalted workshop. Augments a rare with a new modifier. You're a rare. Let's give you a new modifier. I think that was life regen and nice. Awesome. Right, is there an easy way out of here? I guess we just physically leave the way we came. That's just a guess. And into the ruins. Nice. There's temple console, so I can now close the temple. And now I need 6 more crystals to start another run. That is really fun. That is really cool. I really enjoyed that. As I said, we're going to go back and going to continue farming this place. Try and get as much experience as possible. So we're nearly level 10 already. I'm going to see if they actually reset. So obviously those crystals, those rituals as they were, they appear. They also do appear when you go onto a map. I wonder if as I've reset the map, whether it reappears. But I'll tell you that later on. Here's the fight against Draven. So I had to clear my throw out there. Leveled up a couple of times, so I'm now level 12. Made my way, got myself Harbinger of Disaster, got myself Resilient Soul. I'm going to quickly grab Guardian of the Winds and Primal Spirit and Nature Essence. We'll have all of these next. That's going to be the plan. I don't care for that one. Yeah, so that's the plan. Got a few levels to go to grab all those. But of course, I've got to take on this boss here first. And I'm not expecting Draven to be that dangerous. Just going to keep meleeing him whenever we can. So he's got a couple of mechanics here. He'll call his wife Asinia, who's just spawned there. She'll drop some runes on the floor. You can just kind of dive out of them, to be honest. And he just does a very heavy, hard-hitting ground slam when he goes red. You can pick up these spirits around the map if you want. To stop him from getting to him. But to be quite honest, you can actually normally kill him quick enough. That doesn't really make a difference. So that's Draven is now down. Awesome. He does spawn ads as well, but obviously we didn't get to see that. So now Draven's down. Obviously I'll show you gear quickly. This is really good. 1 to all melee skills, really useful. And my skills haven't changed at all. So that's what we've got at the moment. We did do another one of the Wall Ruins, the event, and that went quite well actually. That's why we got most of our gear into rares. A really good bit of really good event. So now we are going to find Asinia, take her out, and yeah, we should be most of the way through Act 2 by then. Act 1, sorry. And here we go, straight into the fight against Asinia. She's just a mage. Her main attack is, the main dangerous attack is she drops those runes on the floor. Just walk out of them, you'll be fine. So Draven's normally the hard one of the two, to be quite honest. Well, at least that's what I found. Drop a couple of these. And she'll spawn Draven. And just like that. We can tank Draven's attack, as we just did. I'm just going to hold down right click, and there she is. Nice and easy. So we're going to go I'll quickly sort out my inventory, and we're going to go straight on to fighting the next boss. So you essentially 3 bosses, one after another. And here it is. Talk to Lacan the Lost. And he will want us to open this gate. Opening the gate, he realises that his entire family's dead. And now we have to fight him. It's actually, as a melee character, it's actually one of the harder fights in Act 1. At least I found this to be one of the hardest fights of Act 1. Pay. Then he'll get really angry. And here he is. So he just does a load of big hits like that. You just want to try and dodge. And this will stun him. Perfect. Let's get some more rage back up. Then we can hold down right click a couple times. 2 and 3. 3 big hits. And we want to try and dodge this. Perfect. We want to move him away from where it's nice and cold. So we can do normal speedy hits. Say normal speedy hits, quicker hits. 3 hits then, and I can melee him down. Awesome. There we go. Quest complete. And we've got level 3 skill gem, a crown. Okay, nice. We've got Regal Orb, magic into a rare item. Got this helmet here. We could might actually be good, this helmet. Let's have a look. So armor and energy shield, no. Max life is okay, but I lose the regen. Has got relatively good resistances. It's now into hunting grounds. So this is now the second half of Act 1. And I normally find here this is where things tend to speed up, especially after doing a bit of farming. So we're going to quickly pop back to town. Handing in this quest to Una will allow you to... Yep, okay, cheers Finn. I don't really care. Okay, awesome. Right, let's go talk to Una. And now we have this ring. We can now talk to the hooded one. The reason why we care about talking to the hooded one because he can automatically identify our gear for us. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. And automatically identifying our gear is really useful. So we don't waste our resources. There we go. So if you hold down control and you left click him, it will automatically identify your gear. And I've just been saying it, to be quite honest. Been trying to get some more gold. I know you shouldn't really sell... no, I won't sell this one. You shouldn't really sell rare items. Because you want the regal orbs or regal shards. Right, Renly, do you have anything good? And... no, it doesn't look like it. Energy shield, no, I don't need any of those. We got the next version of the talismans, which is nice. We've got none of them that are that useful. So you can buy them off Finn, which can be quite good. So now we're in the hunting grounds. There's a few things actually within the hunting grounds themselves. You've got there's a ritual. There is a crow bell. There's also there's essentially 2 rituals in the crow bell, which is the mini boss. And then we want to head over to Frey Fawn, which has a mini boss, which is the Mist Kings. Quite a cool boss, quite tough. Have lost to him a couple times in the past. Once again, yes, because I'm a noob. And so we'll see how well that goes. So the only real thing I want to show here is the crow bell. The rest of the other 2 rituals are just, you just show up and you kill the mobs. Nothing really special. It essentially starts teaching you the ritual mechanic, which you have in other, Path of Exile 1 as well. Where essentially you just click a button, load of mobs spawn, you kill all the mobs, job done. The crow bell is the only real one of note in this area because it does give you more. I think it gives you a skill book. So the skill book's very useful because it's another skill point. Ogden Farmlands. Always move into, when I find it, always move straight into the next map. Because in Act 1, the next map normally has the waypoint near the entrance. And here it is. So now we can teleport here a lot quicker later on. In the farmlands, you have got Una's loot. So after we finish after we finish this area here, to be quite honest, we'll probably jump back in when we get to the manor. There's not really much to see after this. After we beat the Crowbell, so we take on the Crowbell, we'll then take on the King of the Mists. Then we'll probably pop back in at the Executioner, and then we'll just see you at the end. See, we still got a few more things to do between now and then. So here's one of the rituals. It's a little beastie here. Let's just pound on the floor, knock everyone back. And just like that, easy. And we're almost getting to a point where we can get level 5 skill gems. So level 5 skill gems will then allow me to unlock the next bear skill. So the next bear skill looked quite strong. But obviously we won't know what it actually does until we actually unlock it. Nice, another one of these. Good, I like doing these. We're very close. This could very well be the one we need to do. Exalted Orb. Yeah, this is the one we need to do. We can now go do another wall run, which is always fun. I'll probably show this wall one because last time I did this, I did actually manage to unlock something quite interesting. So I unlocked this. So I unlocked this workshop, which is useful. But I've got the Chamber of Iron. Chamber of Iron actually is quite difficult. It has a boss there. There you go. That's level 2 now. We can now put you over here to level that up as well. And hopefully we can put a path. Let's go path this way. Ah, looks like I can't rotate them. Huh, this looks like I've kind of messed this one up. That's fine. So I do want to make my way to there. But we'll run this. I did mess that up a fair bit. Main reason why I'm showing this run is because hopefully in that one of these rooms in the Chamber of Iron should be a boss again. The boss is quite tough. Quite fun, but quite tough. So we can just go straight through the middle. And I'm hoping the boss will be there this time. These guys are significantly stronger. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Did not expect that. That's frustrating. It was really frustrating. I was really enjoying playing as my Druid. And now he's gone. That's a shame. Yeah, we'll end this episode here then. We'll jump back in hopefully next week. We'll do a Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile 1 and probably Diablo stream once a week at least. So yeah, so we'll pop back in next week. As annoying, we didn't manage to finish Act 1, but I'll jump back in to where we got off last. So we'll jump back in when we get to the hunting grounds next week. Made this far, thank you much for watching. As per usual, got a couple links in the description down below. First one's to Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel. First one that being One Nerd to Rule Them All, which is all about Tolkien lore and some Warhammer lore. If you like that type of stuff, have a look over there. Discord channel down below. Small community slowly growing, and also we also have a joint YouTube channel between me and the missus called Nerdy Miniatures, which is all about the Warhammer franchise. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and see you next episode. Peace out.